The black-flanked rock wallaby once thrived in one of Australia's most remote of regions, the APY lands. But its numbers have been decimated by predators and there are estimated to be less than 200 left in South Australia. Now, locals are trying to save the species, as Rebecca Bryce reports. But first, a warning, this story contains archival footage which may include images of people now deceased.
There's an unmistakable beauty to the Ananu Pitjantjatjara Yankunytjatjara lands in the far, far north of South Australia. But the beauty belies a harsh and unrelenting world which has forced some of the native residents away. This inquisitive macropod is a waru, or black-flanked rock wallaby. It's now only found in 2 parts of South Australia, thanks mostly to hungry cats, foxes and eagles.
We estimate there's a population of only about 150 to 200 animals left in South Australia, so they're right up there in terms of the endangered species within South Australia.
As joeys, this waru and 14 others came to Minato Zoo, about an hour east of Adelaide, to start a captive breeding program. Another 8 have since joined them.
Back in, I think it was 2007 or 2008, that's when we translocated the pouch young rock wallabies from the APY lands with permission from the locals and traditional owners down to Minato Zoo and cross-fostered them with yellow-footed rock wallabies.
Cross-fostering is a fiddly process.
Push it forward, slide it forward.
Taken from its mother's pouch, the joey is attached to a surrogate, a yellow-footed rock wallaby. At Minato, the joeys are safe from outback predators. Back home, their mothers are free to have more young. The Minma, or Ananu grandmothers, first noticed the species in decline here near Ernabella a decade ago.
They were the ones that first said that, hey, look, these animals used to be here before and now they're gone, we need to do something.
Waru was considered a local delicacy.
Are they still being eaten now?
No, they're looking after them now.
The locals got together with Zoos SA, the Environment Department and university students to help save the species. Ananu are now employed as rangers, monitoring the local population.
Look around the hills, up in the hills, looking around for warus and feeding them food.
Trapping and have a look, check any sick waru that they're all right.
And anticipating the Minato wallabies' return, they built a pinchi, or fence, to keep the predators at bay.
It's about conserving black-footed rock wallabies, which is one of South Australia's most endangered mammals, but it's also very much about employing anangu in land management work here in the APY lands and the traditional owners of the land.
Old men and old lady, they're all proud. And we're going to look forward with the work, keep going.
So it's not just good for the waru, it's good for the community as well?
Yeah.
There's also a new chapter for the local dreaming. In 2008, the Ananu Minma sang of waru mothers mourning the loss of their joeys. Now a new verse tells of their return. Back in Adelaide, 6 wallabies from Minato are loaded onto a plane to continue the journey back home. There's a big welcoming party at the Ernabella airstrip, ready to escort them on the final leg of their 3,000-kilometre round trip. As dusk descends, the convoy reaches the release site. Some need a bit of coaxing. Others are out in a shot. Out here, it would be easy to feel alone, but the Ananu are doing their best to prevent that from ever happening.
Build it up and make it for the next generation to go on.